Shoemaker. Once there lived in a small flat above the shop a poor shoemaker with his wife. He had to work for long hours to make up his daily expenses. Day passed by. At last, a day came when the shoemaker had a very small amount left. With this small money, he bought leather to prepare only one pair of shoes. The shoemaker sat on his workplace, cut up the ladder in the dim light of the candle as it was already night. He tried to complete the pair, but he could not do that. So he went to sleep with the belief to complete it next morning. The next morning, when the shoemaker came to his shop, he was surprised to see a complete fine pair of shoes. He went to show his wife what he found and asked if she had made those shoes. The wife replied in the negative. To the shoemaker, it was like a puzzle. Who can it be? He muttered. Anyway, the shoemaker put the pair on sale. It was such a nice pair that attracted many a buyer. Finally, that was sold at a very high price. The money he got enabled him to have some food and buy leather to make more shoes. As usual, the shoemaker sat up late in the night cutting up the leather and he decided to finish the shoes the next morning and went to bed. The next day in the morning, to his yet another surprise, he saw two fine pairs of new shoes. They were the best shoes he had hardly ever seen. Again, the shoemaker asked his wife if she had done them, but the reply was again no. He was puzzled all the more. However, he put them on sale and got a very good amount of money. In the evening, the shoemaker and his wife ate a big meal. There was also enough money in hand to buy leather to make four new pairs of shoes. Once again, the shoemaker cut the leather and put it on the workplace. As before, he did find more new shoes in the morning and it continued for weeks. In a very short time, the shoemaker and his wife became very rich, but they failed to know who was making the splendid shoes, as if by pure magic. To solve the mystery, one night the shoemaker and his wife decided to hide in a cupboard, keeping it slightly open to see the strange thing. At about midnight, a soft noise started from the dark chimney that soon grew louder. Suddenly, two small elves appeared in a shower of magical stars. They rushed to the workplace to stitch and sew the five nicest pairs of shoes. They were simply amazed to see the strange creatures hop off workplace and shoot up the chimneys. They then decided that the little elves must get something in return. They must have been frozen in those winter nights, as they were in rags and barefooted, although they made shoes. So, the shoemaker's wife prepared two small denim jackets and two pairs of pants, including four small woolly stockings. The shoemaker made two pairs of small winter boots with fine, shiny buckles. In the evening, having wrapped up the small gift in a paper, they left them in the workplace and hid themselves away in the cupboard and waited. As the clock struck midnight, the elves appeared as usual. At first, they were confused, but when they saw a package instead of leather, they were very much pleased for it. contained finest cloth for them. In a mood of great happiness, the little magic boys did a little dance and disappeared from the scene like a spirit. They did not return, but the shoemaker and his wife ever remembered them and their splendid work. The shoemaker continued making shoes which were so fine and he became rich and famous all over the land. So viewers, do you like my story? If you like it, please tell me in comments and subscribe my channel and share too.